Good morning, morning people. Look at it. I'm doing morning coffee and it's actually light out. We had a late night last night, so I slept in a little later and the time changed and here we are. But last night, earlier in the evening, I was on the phone with a woman who was really, really struggling. Just in the course of our call, she cried several times. She courageously shared much of her life and it's been really hard, but not harder than a lot of people. And that's really what I'm woke up thinking about, is how many people live a life that's really, really hard. Maybe it seems, on the surface, you see them out and about at their jobs or whatever, and it seems okay, but inside, they don't sleep at night. They feel really disconnected. They're really sad or angry. They have not pursued the things that they want to pursue for themselves. Sometimes it's not that well hidden on the outside. And so many people, most people live like that. I lived like that for a long time. Really, I'm supposed to work 4 jobs and life is really hard and I have to do this myself. The I have to do this myself thing is a big one. And I have done a lot of spiritual studying, especially since Charlotte died for the last 3 years, but I have always been interested in that. I have always been in the inquiry. I've always read books. I remember being in my 20s and reading some things. What's so interesting now with my background as a health professional and my interest in spirituality is how they are really coming together. This is a time in history that really the science part, the data collecting, the technologies to collect the data have evolved so well, and we can really measure the impact of the spirituality part of how we live, which is really, really, really cool to me. And I've done, I've gone on retreats, I've taken courses, I've done full 2-year certifications in the area of spirituality because I think it's so amazing and because I think so many people are living a life, the human being part of life can be really, really hard. But the spiritual part of who we are, you can bring to that and diminish the difficulty to a huge degree. And even just the word, like people think a lot of times from how they grew up, they think life is supposed to be hard. There's a little bit of that like Presbyterian staunch, no smiling, work hard sort of mentality. But even the word desire, if you think of the word desire, and sometimes in religions it's like desire, we don't desire things, not for ourselves. We don't desire. That almost has like a bad connotation. But the word desire actually breaks down to mean of the Father, de sire, of the Father. And what has really become so apparent in all of the spiritual work I've been doing is that the Father, God, wants us to have desires, wants us to be happy, wants us to live well and be joyful and experience wonderful things. That is why we came here, to have this earthly experience and to experience wonderful things. So desire of the Father is a connection back to that intelligent, universal, loving energy and bringing that energy to what you want for your life. And it's a huge part of the work that I do with my clients, and it's just as impactful, if not more impactful, than any of the other work. I do the nervous system stuff, the physiology stuff, I do the transformational thinking stuff, but the spiritual stuff, you can't leave that out. So what are your desires? I think that you're supposed to have them as long as they don't hurt anyone else. That is the caveat. We are not here to want something that hurts someone else. That's all. Have a great post-storm day. For us, it's after the storm, so have a great day.